When you keep winning games, we keep giving you attention. I'm talking about you, Tampa Bay. Sarina Morales and Gordon Needs of Bally Sports in the zone. Gordon, the Rays, they keep wowing us, and we're going to touch on their accolades in just a bit. But what else this week had you say, wow?
Wow! Cardinals rookie Jordan Walker, of course, who has hit safely in his first 12 games, tying the longest ever streak by a player under the age of 21 to start his career. Walker doesn't turn 21 until May 22nd. We'll be talking about him for the next 15 seasons, Sarina. So let's talk about the guy whose record he tied, Honest Eddie Murphy, who set the record in 1912 as a late season call-up for the Philadelphia Athletics. How did he get the nickname? He was a pinch hitter on the notorious Black Sox in 1919, did not take part in the gambling scandal that blew up baseball at the time. Honest Eddie kept the nickname for the rest of his career. In fact, they named a bar Honest Eddie's Tap Room in his hometown of Hancock, New York. Where else but in the zone are you going to get that kind of stuff?
Drinks on Gordon this week. All right, my wow is Marlins second baseman Luis Arráez, who became the first player in team history to hit for this cycle. I mean, the feat even caught the attention of the Miami mayor. Now, Gordon, it was wild to me that no one had hit the cycle for the franchise prior. I realized, it's a rare thing to see, but this is a team that had won a couple World Series. They had 6 no-nos. A cycle to me seemed very reasonable. I looked into it. Every other active franchise had at least 2 cycles until Luis Arráez made history. We saw him play for Team Venezuela in this year's WBC. He just became the 6th Venezuelan to hit for the cycle in Major League Baseball. Arráez said after the feat that he dedicated it to his family, who are expecting a baby. So I'm thinking maybe the baseball that he completed the cycle with sits by the crib. That seems like a nice place.
A perfect place, Sarina. But on the same day that Arráez made history, the guy he was traded for, pitcher Pablo Lopez, went 7 2/3 innings for the Twins, gave up just 3 hits and a run. He's got an ERA of 1.35 in his first 3 games. Does it sound like this might be one of those trades that were good for both teams?
What a concept, Gordon. What a concept. All right. On to our bow wows, things that just wasn't looking so good this week. Gordon, what do you got?
Well, for me, how about Josh Bell? I mean, He was the Guardians' big offseason free agent signing, was expected to give them pop in the middle of the order. Instead, he's hitting a .109. He's just 5 for his first 46. His OPS of 380 is the worst of any DH in the big leagues. Tito Francona has already dropped him to 6th in the order. Big disappointment. That's a team that's not going to give you many home runs, and they've only gotten 1 extra base hit from Bell so far.
Ah, my gosh. I'm going to match that. My bow wow is Yankees shortstop Anthony Volpe, because we talked about it. There was a lot of hype around the rookie starting on opening day, but since his debut, he's been pretty quiet at the plate. I mean, check out his numbers so far this season, 5 hits at 35 at-bats. And while those numbers are definitely going to frustrate your average Yankee fan who may be comparing him to like Derek Jeter, the Yankees are like anything but worried. In fact, Wednesday, Volpe was actually put in the leadoff spot for the first time this season. He got himself a double. Now, manager Aaron Boone said this week, right now he's seeing far fewer pitches inside the strike zone, and teams, they're trying to exploit that youth. So yes, while Volpe is being exploited, the Yankees, they're winning games. They're 8-4 this season. They've won 7 out of their last 10.
Yeah, and the good news, Sarina, is that whatever struggles Volpe's having at the plate, he hasn't carried it with him onto the field. 37 chances, no errors. And like you point out, the Yankees are winning. That takes the heat off.
Definitely. Now, there's one man I don't think has many bow wow moments ever. So let's enlighten us with our Shohei fact of the week.
Well, Shohei was uncharacteristically wild in his last start. He walked 5 batters, but by holding Washington to 1 hit and scoreless in 7 innings, he broke Hall of Famer Nolan Ryan's franchise record for most consecutive starts, 2 runs or less. Ryan did it in 1972, 73. It's a little bit like comparing apples and oranges, Sarina. During his streak of 9 straight, Ryan threw 8 complete games. A different game back then.
You know, Gordon, I mentioned off the top, the Tampa Bay Rays, they are still undefeated. And while they still have a game to play against the Red Sox, then they head up to Toronto to face the Blue Jays. Gordon, this is going to be my series to watch for this weekend, because while the Rays are on the cusp of breaking all sorts of records, they did just tie their overall win streak in franchise history, matching Lou Piniella's 2004 Devil Rays team. But Gordon, the Blue Jays, they're going to try and obviously stop this win streak. We'll see what happens when the Tampa Bay Rays face the Red Sox. But the Blue Jays, they're tied for second in this division with an 8-4 record. They've also won 5 of their last 7 games. Gordon, do you think Toronto is going to stop this winning Tampa Rays frenzy going on right now?
Well, I don't know if they're going to stop the frenzy, but this is going to be a reality check for Tampa Bay crossing the border, especially with former Ray Kevin Kiermaier playing center field for the Blue Jays. Home opener when not only did the Jays hit 5 home runs, Kiermaier hit 1 of them. He also took a home run away, reaching over the lowered fence in Rogers Center to take a home run away from Kerry Carpenter of the Tigers. I think the Jays are loaded. This should be a heck of a series.
It's going to be so good. And we're going to be hanging with you, bringing all of your MLB updates. So hang with Gordon and I right here on Bally Sports.